Hello again, I'm back up at the caravan. I've come up to do a couple of jobs, bring the awning up to the caravan, and also I wanted to do a video about what you look for when you start caravanning in terms of weights. Now, I have mentioned in previous videos that I am no caravanning expert. This is just going off what I've found while we've been caravanning for the last 6 years or so. So in terms of tow vehicle and looking for caravans, I've seen many people looking around caravan places and then realising that what they can tow is not very big, or what they've got just isn't suitable for towing. I do know people that have bought brand new cars and then decided they wanted a caravan and then realised actually the car that they've bought doesn't actually tow anything. The nose weight isn't great for the car and the car doesn't have a very good towing weight. So I think the thing to do is to make sure that you've got the right vehicle first. When we first started caravanning, we didn't really have the right vehicle. We had a Grand Scenic, which was a 7-seater, and the towing capacity wasn't that good. So you've got your tow car. Let's look at the information on the car that gives you an idea of what you can tow. So let's look at what the car weights are and what it can tow. You can usually find this information within your owner's handbook, or there is a plate on the vehicle that will tell you all these details. For my case with the Ford Cougar, it's just on the driver's door panel here. So let's look at some of the figures. The first number that you're going to look at is the maximum load of the car. This is 2130, and that's the maximum load that you can have within the car, including passengers, diesel, all up basically 2130. The next one is the train weight, which is 4230. Now the train weight is the MTPLM of your caravan plus the maximum weight of your car. So that's the maximum capacity you can carry, combined caravan and car. The next one is the front axle, which is 1140, and the next one is a rear axle, which is 1115. So all the information that you need is on the label, and I say you can also find it in your handbook. Now we know what we can tow, let's look at the caravan. So first of all, let's look at the plate on our caravan. There should be a sticker or a plate on the caravan depending on what year the caravan is, and it'll tell you all the information that you need to know. So let's have a look at this one. This one's from Bailey's of Bristol, and it tells you the range is the Unicorn, the model is the Valencia. The MTPLM is 1565, and the mass in running order is 1409. It also has on here the tyre pressures, which is 62 psi. There's quite a lot of debate in terms of MRO, mass running order, or mass in running order, of what that actually contains. Now different manufacturers will tell you different things, what's included and what's not included. The basic guideline is the MRO is everything you need in order to make the caravan work. So for us with the Bailey, that includes the electric hookup cable, that includes water within the tanks, and also it normally contains 2 litres of water that you have in your Thetford toilet. Now we don't normally tow with the water inside the tanks, so we can take a little bit of the weight off there as well. Quite surprisingly, it doesn't include a battery. So what the plate on the car doesn't tell you is the nose weight. And again, I've mentioned before, that's really crucial. There's no point buying a car and realising it's not got the correct nose weight for your caravan that you're going to be towing. Now, the nose weight is the vertical weight that's pushed down on the back of the car. Also, you've got to think about your caravan. Now, a lot of caravan manufacturers, their Alco hitch is only limited to 100 kilograms. So you've got to bear that in mind as well. There are some that do it a little bit heavier, but from what I know, correct me if I'm wrong, please put a comment down below, but I think the majority of caravans, the actual hitch is only 100 kilograms. Now the recommended for the nose weight of your caravan is between 5 and 7% of the vehicle MTPLM. So let's go outside and measure the nose weight of the caravan. This is the gauge that I use. It's a Malenko calibrated one. I bought this off the internet. I think it was about £25. So let's go ahead and check the nose weight. So the first thing to do is wind up all the steadies. This is the last one I've got to do. And then we can check the nose. So we've got the gauge under the hitch and we're now ready to test the nose weight. We're going to wind the jockey wheel down until the caravan levels off. The handbrake is on, the wheel locks are off. Let's see how we go on. So as you can see there now, all the weight is on the nose gauge, and my caravan is sat at 85 kilograms. So as you can see, the nose weight of our caravan at the moment is 85 kilograms. Now there's quite an easy sum you can do to get the percentage of that. So we'll do that, and I'll put it at the bottom here. So you get the kilograms, which is 85 kilograms. You divide that by the MTPLM of the caravan, which is 1565, and then you times it by 100, which is a percentage. Now ours comes out at 5.43%, so that's within the 5 to 7%. Now that will probably be higher when we're towing. I'll show you in a minute around the caravan. We do have a little bit more weight. We normally tow between 90 and 95 kilograms. You don't need to check it every time. If you load your caravan the same every single time and you've done your nose weight, you roughly know how much that nose weight's going to be. Somebody asked me a question this week on one of the videos, because I mentioned the nose weight in my caravan. Can you move weight forward? Well, in the past with our old caravan, I had to move, obviously heavier things go low in the caravan. I had to move things forward of the caravan to increase the nose weight. I wanted around about 75 kilograms in my old caravan, so I did need to move a little few things forward. Now with this caravan, the Bailey Unicorn, it's nose heavy, so I'm just going to go and show you around the caravan and why it's nose heavy. So we found with this Bailey Unicorn, it's a 2011 version, that the nose weight is quite heavy with nothing in. I think the reported X works, basically when it comes out of the manufacturers, is around about, somebody said about 88 kilograms, which is quite heavy. Now on this caravan, the axle sits roughly in this position. So forward of the axle, you've got a lot of the appliances. You've got the cooker, you've got the fridge and the freezer, you've got the Aldi Eating, which sits forward of the axle. At the front of the caravan, you've got the gas locker. This one has got I got a 6 kilogram propane, and you've got 2 lockers either side. Now there's not a great deal of stuff in that. In 2013, the Unicorn, they decided to move the gas locker from the front to the side of the vehicle to try and get the nose weight a little bit lower. And in this one, my battery is behind the axle, but they've actually moved it further behind the axle to try and get some of the nose weight down. At the front of the caravan, you've got these 2 lockers at the front, which do add quite a bit of weight to the front. If you notice here, when I did the original video, we had the cabinet that was situated here, and I did say that we did have the cushions. Now when I put the cabinet in and I did the nose weight, it was off the scale, it was way over 100. And we decided that actually we can't fill the cupboards that we've got in here, so we decided to take that out, and that weighed round about just over 20 kilograms, so that took quite a bit of weight out the front of the caravan. We knew it was nose heavy, we knew the caravan was slightly heavy at the front, but by loading it cleverly, we're able to get the nose weight down to something that we're comfortable. Let's look at the back of the caravan and how we load that. At the back, we've obviously got a fixed bed, and we've got a bit of storage underneath there. We'll show you what's underneath there in a second. The only thing that we've got on the floor is the hookup cable. So we normally travel in the caravan with not a great deal on the floor. The only thing that you'll find is the electric cable that I've just shown you there. Now the reason that we do that, when we go away, say like we're going down south, we normally do an overnight stay on the way down there to break the journey up. So we want to be able to make sure that the caravan is usable. We're not moving too much stuff around. It's a case that we can get onto the pitch, hook it up and get straight into the caravan. Obviously we've got to do the water and the waste, but we can drop that again in the morning, and then in that morning we don't need to check the nose weight again, because we know that the caravan is exactly the same as it was the day before. So underneath the fixed bed we have quite a bit of storage, and we do put quite a bit underneath here. Remember, we've got quite a heavy nose weight, so we need to balance it out, but we need to be careful about how we balance that weight out. So let's have a look underneath. So as you can see, we have the chairs that we put in there. There are 3 there, and they roughly weigh about 15 kilograms. We've got 2 units that we use within the awning. They're about again 15 kilograms. There's the Cadat barbecue that we store underneath there. The carpet for the awning, which weighs about 7 kilograms, and underneath the carpet we have a bag which is, we call our awning bag, which has got all the pegs, the ground sheet within there that we put underneath, and I think it's got the awning skirt in there. And also at the back there, you can just see in the distance, that's the battery box. The battery on this is a 100 amp battery, which roughly weighs about 24 kilograms. When we go away, the only other thing that we put in the caravan is the clothes. Now, we've put our clothes together for a full 2-week holiday, and for all three of us it came in around about 25 kilograms. We do tend to put the lighter clothes up in the cabinets. Molly's clothes will go up all in the top cabinets at the front. We'll put some in the back, and we'll also put some clothes within the wardrobe as well. When we last went away, we got the Noseweight down to, I think it was about 90 kilograms, which was ample. In the bathroom, all we have in the bathroom is the empty aqua roll and the waste master. So if you buy from a caravan dealer, the caravan dealer should do a tow check. This is ours when we bought our caravan. I'll just show you that in a second. The Caravan Club do a good tow match, which gives you a good rundown of the car and the caravan and the weights that are involved. There are also other ones that are online that you can do. If you just type in car and caravan tow match, you should get quite a lot of different sites that do that. So let's look at the one that we got when we got our caravan. So this is the form that we got. It tells you the details of the car and what's involved. Now, this is the main criteria here. You can see the caravan MTPLM to tow weight of the car ratio. So it gives you the caravan data and the car data. So it tells you that the caravan is 1565 and the curb weight of the car is 1614. Now that's at 95%. Now you can see that is slightly orange. If you look down here, it says meets legal requirements with advice given. Now the advice given here, if you look a bit further up, it says towing experience, and they did ask me my towing experience. And I'm a class 1 HGV driver. I've done that for a few years in the past, so they said it extensive. So if it comes up in the red, then it's an illegal combination and they shouldn't sell you that caravan. Gross train weight, it tells you here the caravan is 1565 maximum load up and the car is 2130. That's 3695. If you remember, the actual train weight on my car is 4230, so we're well within there. Nose weight, now they say 5%, I'll explain that in a minute. So caravan data is 78.25 kilograms and tells you that the car is maximum 100 kilograms, and that's a match of 78.25%. The MTPLM gross trailer weight braked, so 1565, it's telling you that the car can tow 2100 kilograms at 74%. Now I wouldn't never tow up to that. Further down it tells you the actual vehicle, the curb weight, the brake weight, maximum weights, so it's got a lot of information there. The 85%, which 85% is what they recommend, is 1372, but obviously I'm over that. And then it tells you all the information about the caravan. The unladen weight, which is 409, which is the MRO. The payload, MTPLM. So it gives you quite a lot of information. It gives you a really good breakdown. So in terms of this document, I tend to keep this in the car, particularly around going over to France, because it does give you, if you get stopped by the police, you've got all the relevant information there that you need, and hopefully you're not going to get done. Even in this country, you could get stopped by the wheel tappers and shunters, as we used to call them when I was on the trucks, the Vosa guys, and if you've got that piece of information on you, that's really handy. So there you go, car weight, caravan weight, matching it up. I hope this has been of help to some people. It's mainly directed to those people that are new to caravanning and they're looking to buy a caravan and they've no idea what they're looking for. It can take you a while to find the right layout and the right thing that you want. Caravanning is great. We absolutely love it, and I would encourage anybody to go out there, buy a caravan and get out there. But don't go when I go, because it always rains. And I was a bit dubious about doing this video because you find that when you start getting technical with your videos, a lot of people put comments on, that's not correct, that's not the right way, that's not the way you do it. And that's really good, because then I'm learning as well. But just remember, I'm not an expert, I'm just an everyday caravaner, just going about his business and enjoying holidays, and just like making these vlogs. So if you do have any comments, please leave them in the box below, that would be really helpful. Because I'm not always right, and I do appreciate that. But thank you very much for watching. I do know this week my channel's got over 320 odd subs. Twitter's going quite well, I'm getting used to that, and I'm also looking at doing a web page, but I'm not very good at that, so that might take me a while, might be up to Christmas. My Facebook page, I've not been using that as much, I really need to get into that, but hopefully that'll be sorted soon. So thank you very much for watching. Please hit like and subscribe, and I will see you very soon with some more videos. Bye bye.